Hello friends, we're back. It is 1953 hours, so it is nearly 8 o'clock. And girlfriend's been here for 5 hours. And they get the car done, and I was like standing at the counter and I said, when you go through the demo with the guy, make sure you transfer over your Sirius satellite radio subscription to your new head unit. And all of them looked around and went, wait a minute. And I'm like, fuck, now what? Well, that didn't come, like the head unit's compatible, but we need a tuner to plug into an antenna, which we don't have, and he didn't invoice that, so we didn't install it. I'm like, well, I'm not upset with the installers, but, you know, that's like fucking literally 50% of why I bought this shit today. I said 2 things. She uses Android Auto and Sirius satellite radio. Oh yeah, no worries, bro, we'll take care of it, blah blah blah. And they were pissed at the amount of discounts the guy gave me, because he kept trying to sell me on more speaker components for my car while I was there. Oh well, if we do this and we do that, and you know, we fucking hook all this up and shit, you know, all these discounts will come out to $4,000. It's like, nah, bro, I'm not trying to do all that. I'm trying to get her a stereo and a subwoofer and an amplifier. That's it. All of the amenities that her factory radio came with, like Sirius satellite radio, the microphone that comes in the car, all that shit needs to be hooked up exactly how it was and working through this new Kenwood system. Oh, okay. So, dramatically drops the price. Yep, here's your deal. We left a couple discounts on there, you know, bring the car back if you want to do yours, you know, we'll run different invoice, blah, 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 pushy sales guy shit. I don't care, cool. Paid for it right then and there. Girlfriend came down to get it installed. All is well. Except for, they didn't fucking connect the tuner for the Sirius satellite radio. And now they've got to mount an antenna because they don't have a compatible harness. So they're just going to run a completely aftermarket unit, which is fine because the antenna in the aftermarket unit's probably better, except she's got to be there for another 2 fucking hours while he goes in and hooks it up. And the antenna's going to be mounted to the exterior of the car, which I'm not fucking thrilled with. I was like, dude, you could run it to the back piece of glass and mount it upside down on the glass where it's hidden inside the car. You know, run the cable through the fucking headliner and straight to the back of the deck, you know what I mean? And I think she was just like, wants to get out of there, so she's like, no, just whatever's easiest. He's like, oh, it's not gonna come off in the car wash or anything. I'm like, bitch. I was like, well, whatever you want, baby, we'll do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm losing daylight, so I did not bring my clear shield, I think. So I was like, I gotta fucking hit the road. But, like, come on, man. How do you fuck that up? That you had 2 things to put on that invoice as functional requirements for this extremely expensive purchase. Well, he didn't charge you for the installation of the backup camera either, and that's $100, so we're gonna have to call a manager and blah blah blah. I'm like, fucking call him, dude. I don't care. Like, you're gonna charge me another $80 for a transceiver unit to connect an existing wire to the fucking back of a now existing stereo head unit, one of which you just spent all fucking day installing. You know what I mean? Oh, well, I don't know, I can't make that call. I'm like, well, you better make a call to some fucking buddy. Like, this is fucking ridiculous, dude. And of course, like, if they pressed me on it, like, well, we gave you the camera and he took all the shit off he wasn't supposed to, and of course the guy's not there to defend himself and shit. And the installer's like, hey dude, I just installed what was put on the invoice. I'm like, I get it. I'm not upset with you, man. You punch list everything that you had to install, you know? Like, we're Gucci. But the sales team It's like, call homeboy that fucking sold me this shit then. You know, figure something out. I don't fucking care. Well, we gotta call the manager and blah, blah, blah. So he calls the manager, disappears in the back room for a while, and apparently her words were, just take care of it. Which was fucking nice. I was like, I don't want to have to fucking come back down here tomorrow unless she doesn't want to be here and she would rather come back tomorrow, and then we'll fucking do it again. But I'm not trying to fucking have this conversation with another fucking team of jackasses wondering why I got a bunch of discounted stereo shit. And to be perfectly honest, like, she got a top of the line head unit and like not really top of the line subwoofer amplifier. It's just pretty basic mono channel, you know. I think it's like 100 or 200 watt amp on an 8-inch fucking JLW3. It's not, you know, I didn't buy her like MTX RFLs or Infinity Perfects or, you know, like JLW7s for $600, $700 a speaker. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking lit, dude. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care what this shit costs. You guys, it's costing me an awful lot. And that's, you know, I expected two things. I expected functional Android Auto and my Sirius satellite radio to work out. You know what I mean? So whatever that's worth, I'm gonna give this guy away for moving out. Thank you. But anyway, they're like, we're just gonna take care of it. And then the guy that was kind of being choppy with me was like, well, it's gonna be another 2 hours. And I was like, you want to have him install it, baby? And she was like, sure. And I was like, all right, cool. Then fucking hook it up. Like, I'm gonna go home and leave her here, and her shit better fucking work when she comes to my house when she's done, dude. Like, and thank you guys for taking care of me. I thanked them all, shook their hand and shit. I wasn't like a fuckboy about it, but man, what is with customer service, y'all? Like, this is unbe-fucking-leavable. So we heard about the tire story. We heard about this gift, which is turning out to keep on giving. And like, I don't even know, dude. I don't even know. Let me tell you about the other reason why I've not put out any fucking content on my car is because I had to do business with a retailer that I'm not sure I'm gonna flame on the internet just yet. So we'll just say that they're unnamed, but they're a big fucking wheel distributor on the East Coast, and they're in upstate New York. I am in upstate Washington, on the other side of the country. And so I understand shipping delays. But here's the skinny. I called the guy, or I was emailing the guy. Like, our email thread, probably 48 to 55 messages back and forth deep about, hey, this is what I want. These are the colors I want between this offset and this offset. I know you've done this car before. What would you recommend for this type of setup? Blah, 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 blah. And he was like, oh, yeah, what you're asking for is like really aggressive, but you know, we could do this, we could do this, we could do this. I was like, all right. So we finally settle on it. He says they got to be custom built by Work Wheels in Japan. You know, I'm the only guy with this offset setup and color and everything else. He said it's going to take 2 to 3 months. 3 months is max. It should not go longer than that. Now, I bought these fuckers in March of this year. I was like, cool. By June, I'll have them for the summertime. You know, I'll have them installed after I come back from California. We'll do a big reveal. You know, we'll get the car, you know, I'll do some paint correction on the car and like shine it up and make it look dope. And like, we'll do another content video because I had to do some suspension on the car and all this other stuff. So we go back and forth. I said, cool, whenever the invoice is done, send it to me. Okay. Like 5 weeks later, I was like, hey man, can you at least send me the invoice, because my fucking coilovers are supposed to be in there with this purchase. And if it's not too much to ask, it is better to do the suspension first and let the coilovers settle, get your final adjustments, and then try and shove the wheels in there. Now, on the opposite end of that spectrum, if you're not sure your wheels are going to fit your build, it is best to install the wheels and then lower the suspension around the wheels, because that's kind of got to be the centerpiece. But I'm pretty sharpish at math, and I figured, fuck, it's close, but let's try it my way. Regardless, I want the springs settled, and I'll have an ample amount of time to do that while I'm waiting on the wheels. So he finally emails it to me. There's no prices on it. I was like, bro, I need an invoice with what I paid you. Oh, okay, right, yeah, let me do that. So I finally get my fucking receipt with the invoice and all the part numbers, except for the valve stems. I'm like, dude, I need the valve stems, the part number for that in case I order spares. I.e. the story that I told you about on the way down. Might be in a different vlog, I don't know, I might have to chop that up. Anyway. Oh, let me get that to you. Never did. Still, I don't have them. I had to call or email Work Wheels North America just to get the fucking part numbers. So I'm like, okay, cool. You know, 2.5 months goes by. I'm like, hey man, is the Japanese manufacturing plant done building my wheels? Like, do they have an ETA? Do they have a confirmed order ship date? Like, is there fucking something to go off of? Because now I'm traveling and I've got essentially a pocket of about 3.5 weeks. You know, if I give them a conservative estimate on the 3 months total, we would be 3 months and a week basically past that. No response. Another week goes by. Hey man, just heads up. Where are they at with my wheels? I understand we're coming up to crunch time. And at this point, I'm starting to schedule work to be done on my car before the winter time, man. Like, I got all summer to bang this shit out. You know, let's go. Still nothing. I let 2.5 weeks go by. Couldn't help myself. Emailed him back. Hey, dude, we're now overdue on my wheels. And all I have is a receipt saying I gave you fucking money, man. Like, I need an ETA of some variant type. Something. And even if you have no idea, console me as a customer that just spent several $1,000s in your shop. You know? Because at this point, well, one gear too far. At this point, I'm ready to book a fucking flight to New York, dude. And show up at their, you know, storefront and be like, guys, remember me? Like, did you just take my money and run or what? So 2 or 3 days after that, I get an email from the company and they say, your wheels are in America. Sorry that homeboy didn't get back to you. He's no longer with the company and we're still recovering his emails and documentation. I'm like, okay, well, credit where it's due, the ball's in your court as far as me not being super pissed if that's the case. I'm sorry about the management transition, good luck with that. By the way, I need an ETA on my wheels, because if they're sitting in customs and whoever he was supposed to send didn't go pick them up at the docks or something, I don't want them being sent back to Japan. Like, there are no other ways to get these wheels, you guys, at all. Unless you buy them used or something, you know, from somebody who already has a set. And there certainly would not be the specifications that I custom built for my car. Oh yeah, we'll get you one of those inside of 48 hours, they said. Tonight or tomorrow, inside of 48 hours from right now, you'll have that. 72 hours goes by. Absolutely nothing. I'm like, I gotta fly to New York. Like, this is it. I gotta fly to New York. I'm like, I don't know what else to do. And I've been keeping girlfriend apprised of this the whole time. I'm like, no matter what, I don't give a fuck what the forums say. I don't give a shit about their Yelp reviews. Like, I'm getting fucked by this company and I'm not happy with it. Not for the amount of money I spent going through all the custom color matching and, you know, the design specifications that I did, the back and forth with this guy, all this shit. I'm like, this is unreal. The following day I get home from work and there is a UPS label or a FedEx label on my door that says, hey, sorry we missed you. And it says, item to be delivered, wheels ×4. I'm like, I'm waiting on my shipping so I can be home or whatever. waiting on my my order and shit, and absolutely nothing. They just fucking showed up. They never got back to me with my ETA, with my tracking number, and they just showed up. So then I had to ask a homie, like, bro, what are you doing tomorrow? Like, can you drink beer in my fridge and just sit at home at my place? Because I can't be, you know, I missed the guy at 1400 hours. Like, I'm at work at 1400 hours. There's no way I'm going to catch this guy tomorrow. And I don't want him going back to a holding warehouse. I don't want to chase my shit down. Because I don't have a pickup truck to, like, haul this around with. You know what I mean? And my boy came through in the clutch, dude. My boy Jay's like, yeah, dude, fuck yeah. I'll drink beer on your couch and just wait for homeboy to show up or whatever. Fucking caught him the next day. Thank God. And I'd already called FedEx and was like, what can I do, dude? Can you have them make me the last delivery of the day? Like, I'll be home by 4 o'clock. You know, I'll be home by 3 o'clock is the latest I can push my last meeting and shit. But, like, I'm in the middle of a bunch of stuff at work I can't just fucking drop, you know? So my boy took care of me. I got the wheels. I unboxed them. I inspected them for damage. You know, I made sure my valve stems were there, even though there aren't any fucking part numbers on them. And all was well until I had to get rubber put on them over at fucking Les Schwab up the road. It has just been a customer service fucking nightmare, guys. Like, I know that as you get older and your tolerance like dwindles for this type of shit, you know, that it's just being a crotchety old man more and more or whatever. Happy birthday, me. But for real, like, if I'm dumping at times thousands of dollars into a project build, into, you know, car parts, into, like, that's not cheap shit. That took me a long time to save up money to get that. It took me my whole life to get this motorcycle. You know what I mean? And it fucking kills me. It fucking kills me that people are so nonchalant about, you know, somebody who spent a ton of money in their shop. It's like, how can you be like that to a customer? That, you know, the timeless adage of customers always right. I don't fucking believe that 100% of the time, because there's some hustlers out there, and I've worked in some pretty fucked up retail conditions where, you know, early in my life and young Bayo doing young Bayo things, like, the customer's not always right. You just have to fucking represent your company and treat them as such. You know what I mean? And, like, I think people that work retail understand that. Like, I'm not just saying, like, I'm fucking entitled because of whatever. Like, that sucks, man. You can't just fucking leave me. Like, I was literally looking at fucking plane tickets, dude, to go out there and, like, go recover my shit in person if I had to. I'd be like, I'm gonna go pick my shit up, and it's gonna be my check baggage. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anyway, I didn't realize this was gonna be such a grumpy vlog. There's my gym I fucking didn't go to today either. The chubby ass needs to get on it. Alright, let's do this thing. I'll be right back. Yeah. God damn it. Bam. True. One moment, please. Do you want the receipt? Nope. I do not. Holy fuel prices, guys. $4. Fucking $8. Damn. Anyway. Am I wrong? Am I wrong about this? Do I need to just be like, nah, dude. Happens to everybody. Get in line. You're not special. You're not a snowflake. People get hustled all the time. Just be thankful you have nice things. And I am. That's the problem. I'm super duper grateful. Oh, he's coming in. Cool. Like, I think I'm more pissed about the stereo thing than my own wheels, probably because it's a gift to my girlfriend. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just, bah. Anyway, you guys got to hit me with like your best fucking rank customer service story. And like, I'm less inclined to be mad when someone like fucks up my food order, or I get delivered the wrong pizza, or my coffee is not what I ordered, or whatever. Like, I don't lose my shit on that because I don't think that's fair. I think the human capacity to understand and be, you know, decent to others should be far greater than my own inconvenience. You know what I'm saying? Like, not for a $4 latte or whatever. But, I mean, picture this. What we're referencing is like north of $5,000 total between everything I'm trying to put together before the winter time this year. And a lot of the reason for why I'm executing on all this in pretty rapid succession, generally with car stuff, be honest with you, you got to space your builds out like months apart for the fucking components that you're going to do, whether it's interior or exterior. And that's because people are going to have misshipped items, wrong, incorrectly ordered parts, shit's going to break, stuff's not going to fit right. Like, I totally get that. You know, so the reason I'm getting like wildly aggressive on getting this done before this winter is because there's like quite a bit of stuff changing at work on the horizon, and like, I have no idea what my core working hours are going to look like going forward, or the nature of my work, because that's evolving, we'll say, at this point. And namely, you know, stereo stuff aside, like, namely, all the shit that I'm ordering for the car and stuff, the prices are doubling for that stuff because of these fucking embargoes that I refuse to get political on this channel, and I'm not going to start now. But let's just say the current administration is making import-export of variant types of metals, or all types of consumer-grade metals, to be excruciatingly hard and expensive to get sent to you in America. So, for what it's worth, I'll leave it at that. But I looked at sort of some of the price line projections for where metal prices are going, particularly for the shit that I want, and like, I wouldn't be able to afford it, you know? Like, it would be outrageous for me to be like, this is outrageous to get this stuff done. And it's stuff I've always wanted to do. It's kind of what I set out to do, and I kind of wanted to do it with you guys, you know, but I haven't been able to put any footage down either because I haven't had parts. I've had to deal with bullshit. So, I don't know. Took all day. It's my last day off. I didn't even get to see my family and shit. I'm gonna wave at this motorcycle guy. God damn it. I love you guys. Shit. I just had a vent. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, this is the end of my time off. I'm going back to work tomorrow, so we will probably be doing work rides again in no time flat, and I will do my utmost to put up some content surrounding what I did with my car, and we'll continue on with that build for those of you that are interested. Otherwise, this has been a ridiculously long vlog. If you're still sticking it out with me, thank you very much. Just had to get all that shit off my chest. It's been a long time. So, alright guys, deuces.
Playtime is over. Say what? Over. Say what? I got no time to play no games with you. Playtime is over. Over. I got no time to play